Welcome to this exploration of yoga philosophy. When most people hear the word yoga, today they immediately think of physical fitness or flexibility. However, in the classical Indian tradition, yoga is one of the 6 orthodox schools of philosophy, known as darshanas. It is intrinsically linked with the Sankhya school, providing the practical methodology for Sankhya's metaphysical theories, formulated primarily by the sage Patanjali in his Yoga Sūtras. This philosophy is a rigorous psychological system. Its goal is not merely physical health, but Kaivalya, the absolute liberation of the soul from the cycle of suffering and rebirth. It is the science of the mind, designed to help us realize that we are not our thought, our bodies, or our egos, but pure unchanging consciousness. Before we can transform the mind, we must understand how the mind acquires knowledge. Patanjali outlined the theory of Pramana, or valid cognition. In any philosophical pursuit, we must distinguish between what is true and what is a misconception. Patanjali identifies 3 sources of right knowledge that serve as our epistemological foundation. Without those, the mind remains in a state of viparya, or false knowledge, where we mistake one thing for another, such as mistaking a rope for a snake in the dark. By mastering those 3 tools, perception, inference, and testimony, the practitioner begins to clear the mental fog that prevents spiritual progress. The first and most direct source of knowledge is pratyaksha, or perception. This occurs when our sense organs come into direct contact with an external object, and that impression is transmitted to the mind. Patanjali viewed this as the most vivid form of evidence. However, yoga philosophy goes deeper that just seeing is believing. It distinguishes between external perception mediated by the 5 senses and internal perception, which is the mind's ability to observe its own internal state like joy, pain, and desire. For the advanced yogi, perception can even become extraordinary or intuitive, allowing them to perceive the subtle nature of reality that is hidden from the average person's distracted senses. Since we cannot perceive everything directly, such as the air we breathe or soul itself, we must rely on anumana, or inference. This is the logical process of reaching a conclusion based on a sign and a universal relationship we have observed before. The classical example is seeing smoke on a distant hill and conclusion there is a fire, even if the fire is not visible. In yoga philosophy, inference is vital because it allows us to reason our way towards the existence of the Purusha, or the pure self. We observe the complex, purposeful design of the body and mind and infer that there must be a conscious owner or witness behind them. Logic therefore becomes a ladder leading us toward higher truth. The third pillar of knowledge is Sabda, or verbal testimony, often referred to as Agama. This is knowledge derived from the word of a reliable authority. In the context of yoga, an authority is not just anyone, it is an apta, a liberated soul or a sage who has directly experienced the truth and has no reason to deceive. This includes the sacred revelation found in the Vedas and Upanishads. Because the ultimate goals of yoga are metaphysical and beyond the reach of ordinary logic or physical senses, we rely on the maps left behind by those who have already traveled the path. It is the expert testimony that guides the seeker when their own intellect reaches its limit. Now we arrive at the heart of the problem, Citta, often translated as mind stuff or consciousness. Citta is the internal instrument that mirrors the world for us. However, the Citta is rarely still. Patanjali describes Citta-bhṛttis, which are the fluctuations or whirlpools of the mind. Those include our thought, memories, dreams, and even our misconception. Patanjali famously defines yoga as Yoga's Citta-vṛtti niruddha, the cessation of those mental fluctuations. He uses the analogy of a lake. If the water is turbulent and muddy, the vṛttis, you cannot see the bottom. But if you still the water, the bottom, which is your true self, become visible. Yoga is the process of claiming the lake of the mind. To help us track our progress, yoga philosophy classifies the mind into 5 stages or bhumis. Most of humanity exists in the first 3. Kshipta, the scattered mind driven by passion. Second, Muddha, the dull or lethargic mind clouded by ignorance. And Vikshipta, the distracted mind that is occasionally calm but easily unsettled. The goal of the practitioner is to move into the final 2 stages, Ekagra, the one point mind capable of a deep sustained focus, and finally Niruddha, the restrained mind where all fluctuation ceases entirely. Understanding which bhumi you are is essentially for choosing the right meditative technique to progress toward liberation. To achieve the state of Niruddha, Patanjali outlines the Aṣṭāṅga Yoga, or the 8-limbed path. This is a holistic ladder of discipline. It begins with yama and niyama, our ethical foundation and personal observance. Then come asana and pranayama, the physical and energetic preparation. Pratyahara involves withdrawing our senses from the chaotic outside world. Finally, we reach the inner limbs. Dharana, concentration, dhyan, meditation, and samadhi, total absorption. Those 8 limbs are not practiced in a vacuum. They work together to purify the body, the nervous system, and the mind, eventually leading to a state where the ego dissolves and only pure consciousness remains. A unique feature of yoga philosophy is the inclusion of Īśvara, or God. Unlike many religions, yoga does not see God as a creator who judges us, but as a special Purusha, a supreme consciousness that was never entangled in karma or suffering. Īśvara served two roles. First, as a perfect model for the yogi to emulate, and second, as a focus for devotion. Patanjali suggests Īśvara pranidhana, or surrender to God, as a valid and perhaps faster path to samadhi. By chanting the sacred syllable Yom and meditation on the divine, the seeker can overcome the many obstacles like illness, doubt, or laziness that typically hinders spiritual progress. In conclusion, yoga philosophy is a profound and ancient psychology that remains startlingly relevant today. It provides a diagnostic tools to understand why we suffer, attributing it to our clouded perception and restless mind, and offer a rigorous eightfold prescription for a cure. By understanding the source of knowledge, mastering the fluctuation of the chitta, and following the disciplined path of Aṣṭāṅga, the individual can transcend the limitation of the ego. The end result is not just peace of mind, but a fundamental shift in being, the realization of Kaivalya, where we stand in our own true nature, free, silent, and eternal. Thank you for watching this video.